men just cheat with it, whatever, whoever, and then women got to have an emotional attachment, which is kind of true, but also a woman's emotional attachment could be so stupid. Like as a man, you could be the man that take care of all the bills, make sure she's straight, work 10, 12-hour days, 5-6 days a week, and do all these things, and she'll be, and your woman will be like, but he don't talk to me when I come home, and this guy talk to me all the time. But this guy works at a car wash.
Jeez, man.
And you got to pay for it. But she'll cheat on that guy because he has time for me. Yeah, because my time is devoted to making sure you have your own time.
Yeah.
So a woman will cheat on you with the reasoning that's unreasonable.
Yeah.
So and then she'll ruin that situation and then be telling everybody about like why men ain't shit or why it didn't work out, when the reality is you have like no consideration of how the entirety of things work. At older age, I realized that I'm writing a book called Women Are Unreasonable.
Aren't reasonable.
They're unreasonable.
Oh, unreasonable. Okay.
So
one-page book.
Not only that, men gonna have to buy it in secret, but women, not only do they cheat at a high clip that you wouldn't know, but their reasoning for cheating, like people have this myth where it's not really a myth, but they'll be like, men just cheat with it, whatever, whoever, and then women got to have an emotional attachment, which is kind of true, but also a woman's emotional attachment could be so stupid. Like as a man, you could be the man that take care of all the bills, make sure she's straight, work 10, 12-hour days, 5-6 days a week, and do all these things, and she'll be, and your woman will be like, but he don't talk to me when I come home, and this guy talk to me all the time. But this guy works at a car wash.
Jeez, man.
And you got to pay for it. But she'll cheat on that guy because he has time for me. Yeah, because my time is devoted to making sure you have your own time.
Yeah.
So a woman will cheat on you with the reasoning that's unreasonable.
Yeah.
So and then she'll ruin that situation and then be telling everybody about like why men ain't shit or why it didn't work out, when the reality is you have like no consideration of how the entirety of things work. So you don't develop emotional attachment with somebody who ain't providing anything to you, but the 10% of stuff that the person who's doing everything for you is not providing for you. So those women be like I used to get women when I ain't have nothing, when I was a bum. Just simply because I do a weird thing that people don't do, not just a man and woman thing. I actually listen to what you're saying, and then I respond based on what you said. Right. And that a woman will be like, "Damn, this guy's always listening to me." And it's like, nah, that's like a weird quirk that I have, that I actually listen to you. So she'll cheat on that guy who has realized already that you're a nag and you're annoying and that you're unreasonable, so he don't listen to you as much. To me, who just want to fuck you.
No, golly. That's crazy. I mean, that was masterful. Facts. How was your day? Oh, see, this is why. See, and that man tired, man.
That man tired. He's exhausted. He's exhausted.
And he know when he open that door, you about to go.
You about to go, and you about to knock. You not finna care about nothing. Like you know one thing. Women will be like, I asked you how your day, and you be like, it was long, but you don't go into detail. Yeah, because the day was long. Why would I go into? Ask me about something that got nothing to do with my day.
Man, I remember it was this woman I was dating, and I worked long hours, and I was trying to go to sleep or something, and I was like, man, let me go, because like the conversation was starting to kind of like pick up, and I was like, yo, let me go, you know, I got to get my sleep in, you know, I know you'll talk to me all night if you could, you know what I'm saying, and she got upset with me for saying that. She got upset with me for saying that, just for pointing out the fact, like, you really don't care that, like, I'm trying to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't care.
You don't care at all.
Like, at all. As long as I listen, like, you're not going to be like, I know you had a long day. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and get you some sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, you're not going to do that. You're just going to seize the moment to be heard.
Right.
And so and I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like, like I would, this conversation, it'll just go, but I really need to prioritize my sleep. And man, she was offended, bro. Like, it was It was nuts.
But that also probably can come from because a lot of women come up being so spoiled, and probably rightfully so, especially coming up as a kid, a baby, and whatever. And they got
See what you doing?
complex.
See what you doing though? That's why women are unreasonable because we rationalize things that don't make sense. Why are you just not considerate?
Yeah.
You can't just be like, well, she had too much love growing up. Like, nah.
She used to getting everything she wanted.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I like to live in a world where
But they don't. But they really don't though.
I
They
want them
don't
to
be used to
accept
getting
that.
everything.
Yeah.
They want. That's not
the crazy
That's
part.
not true.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what's nuts about getting with a woman and you guys are like together, is they're expecting something from you that life has never given them.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you don't, then you just like, hey, that's just how life is, and then you are not the man I thought you was because I never told you I never told you I wasn't gonna fall short.
Yeah. Get the house with the fence and all of that.
It's like we're like, okay, I'm choosing you. I expect loyalty, affection, support, right? And they're like, I'm choosing you. I expect an experience that I've never experienced before in my life.
Yeah.
So hey.
Right.
And if you don't, then I will mess with the Amazon guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because he rubs my feet, in between stops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
he's in shape and you're not. It's like he's poor. Like you're not. Yeah, he's not. It's not.
Shout out to the Amazon people, man.
Shout out to them, but it's like
y'all,
you judging the experience based on like you don't know that like he's in a rooming house and he eats once every week. Like that's not in shape. Like when I was young, I used to date women who were like had good bodies, but it's just because they were malnourished.
Oh, man. Yeah, you can't live off hot wings and crab legs alone.
But it's like
it's in the Bible.
Yeah, man, you can't. People. That's the thing. That's the thing about women though, is women don't consider the full board. They just consider like how they see it and view it at that time.
Yeah.
To the point where like if you don't find a woman who has like emotional intelligence, then she gonna fuck your life up.
Man.
She gonna fuck her life up, and then she gonna blame you for all of that fuck up.
Mm.
Yeah, you ever dated a woman with like emotional intelligence?
Without it?
No, with it.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because I
It's amazing. It's life changing.
I probably haven't, dog.
It's rare, man.
Yeah, I most likely I haven't, dog.
It's equivalent to like going to a country where like all the water and food is fresh. You know what I'm saying? And then like coming back to America and being like, whoa, this is crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, that's what's my normal.
You know what? A lot of guys, when I first, the guys that first got me on my first plane, right? We went to Puerto Rico first, then we started going to like DR and all that. And then they started,
pussy.
and they started explaining to me, because it was like a big group of like wealthy men. I'm talking about like I'm the brokest one in this group, and I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they started explaining to me like why they go over there so much, and a lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying? You know, they have families and stuff like that. And and they started explaining to me, and it's like because how the women make you feel over there versus here back home. You know what I'm saying? And that be the main reason. It ain't what a lot of people think. It's mostly like. Yeah, it's transactional, but in a lot of men's eyes, when you're dealing with any woman, it's transactional.
That's that GFE, man.
But the way they make you feel
They
is
willing to pay for that GFE. Nah, it's a skit. There's this couple, man, on TikTok or whichever thing they on. I don't know, but it's this Gabriella and Javier or something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
they're
hilarious, bro.
They're hilarious.
And so it shows. It's like Javier, and he's like pulling up on an alley like late night. And the woman walk up to the car, and he like, how much, like, hey, how much for you to agree with me and tell me I'm doing a good job as a man? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, 100. You know what I'm saying? He's like, get in. You know what I mean? Or like, it's crazy, bro.
It's
and I had
crazy,
posted one of those, and I offended somebody because I posted that. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't understand how many like situationships or relationships I've been in, though. It's only negative, never like you said, you're doing a great job, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you or whatever. It's never any of that, dog. That's tough. Not to say that there's not any like good women out there. We're not like, it's not bashing women. I understand, is I don't want Ebony to come on here and
the
start
fact
talking
for you
trash.
to see, this is a thing, right? Because for you to explain your lived reality, and for somebody to call it bashing as a way to, you know what I'm saying, curtail accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just masterful gaslighting, bro. Like, you're only talking about your lived reality.
Yeah.
It's not like you're trying to generalize
just
you know, just throw things out there. Like, you're talking about your lived reality, and you have to, like, make a disclaimer like, hey, I'm not bashing because I'm, like, telling the truth about my experience with women.
Yeah.
Bro, that's just something to think about.
That's tough.
And emotional maturity matters, and it's very rare. It's very rare. It's not. This is not even a generalization. It's very rare for someone to have emotional maturity and intelligence, where they understand it, that their feelings aren't always paramount, and your feelings aren't always real. So like being able to say, I'm feeling this way at this moment. This is why I feel this way. Now let me unpack it, and because a lot of times what you feel, how you see things, is almost 100% your own perspective.
Yeah.
So being able to understand, like, okay, this happened, I feel this way. Now, why do I feel this way? Because there's a lot of layers to it. It's a lot of layers to why I feel this way. Okay, when he came home and he went straight to sleep, why did I take that as an attack? You know what I mean? Or when I asked him for his advice or perspective, and then when he gave his honest perspective and advice, why did I react to it like it was an attack?
Yeah.
Like, these things, like, that's important.
Yeah, nah.
It's real important. It's real important. But I just that was on my mind yesterday, man. That's a good conversation though, for sure. Before we get
Cougar was the most emotionally intelligent woman that I ever had any dealings with. She was just like, bro, like, wow, bro. I can't explain it, bro. It was just like she considered how I felt at all times. She validate what I said. She would be like, I had took her on a date, and I was taking her on another date, and she was like you're like telling me like, you're not going in your pocket. You're not going in your pocket tonight. Like, don't disrespect me. Like, last time you showed me such a great time. You took me here. You took me there. Like, that's not happening. Like, and I'm just like, what? Like, okay.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
Just different things. Let me drive this time. You always driving. You drive for a living, and just different things. And it's just like, man, like, they say that consideration is one of the, you know what I'm saying, highest forms, bro, of like love. You feel me? And she just always considered like what I had to say and how I felt. Yeah. And that was new to me. That's not even something you may get growing up in the home. You know what I'm saying, with the people you love. You feel me? So it was like, and she just told me how much work she put in to like try to see things from a man perspective and to understand like what a man needs, what makes a man tick, how a man's innately wired. Like, she really did her due diligence on these things. You know what I'm saying? The same way she did her due diligence on being a woman, you know what I'm saying? Fierce but soft. You know what I mean? Like, unassuming, all knowing. You know what I mean? Like, ladies of force, bro. Like, she changed my whole perspective on, you know what I'm saying, what I should accept as a man.
Yeah, she need to teach some courses.
That's one of her aspirations. But she said she had fears that they'll call her a pick me. I said,
and they will. I mean, because honestly, you have to want and desire to do work on yourself and be like, yo, the things that I've used to protect myself could also be hurting me. So these defense mechanisms that I have developed makes it hard for me to be with somebody long term. And a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people just want to. Just because you can, I'll always say that if you can convince yourself that it was self-defense, they don't feel like murder. So if you just be like,
that was heavy.
I was just doing, I don't listen. I want to be heard. Like, a lot of times I hear a woman tell me like, I want to be heard. Be the most non-listening person I've ever met.
She just want to be heard. That's it.
Yes,
She's telling you.
Yeah.
She didn't say I want to listen. She said I want to be heard. Jeremy, are you listening?
Right.
Right. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's move it along here now. I want to we're gonna save the basketball for the last because they're playing like right now, so we'll give our active reaction. All right.